Welcome to our channel, fellow gamers. Today we're taking a leap into the future, diving into the world of virtual adventures that await us in 2024. We're going to explore the top 10 third-person games releasing this year that are set to redefine our gaming experiences. Let's get started. Blight: Survival is a medieval cooperative extraction-like game that pits you and up to 3 other players against mortals and monsters. The goal is to reach and destroy the source of the Blight, a deadly affliction that plagues the land. The game takes place in the no man's land between 2 desperate kingdoms in a ceaseless war. A new strain of Blight has erupted from remains of the fallen, rapidly spreading and turning man into monster. You've been tasked to venture forth and vanquish the all-consuming Blight. The game incorporates elements of roguelites and extraction games. Fight your way through both humans and horrors in a violent co-op action experience. Your decision-making skills will be put to the test. The game features an engaging directional combat system. You can select from a diverse range of weapons, armor, talents, and customize them. Explore the war-ravaged lands in a world filled with secrets and hidden treasures. The game may contain content not appropriate for all ages. It is developed by Hainer Studio and the planned release date is yet to be announced. The game is a 4-player co-op action horror roguelite. It bears some resemblance to medieval games like Chivalry 2 and fantasies like Elden Ring. The game looks a bit like a medieval Last of Us. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming open-world MMOPC game. The game immerses you in a vast, seamless world full of points of interest. It is set in a world where players have the ability to travel through time and space. The player characters are adventurers exploring a strange new land called Cetera. This land is the stage for the war against the Void. Time has been twisted here because the war has been going on since the start of all existence. The game is developing a combat system that prioritizes controls and unpredictability. The structures scattered throughout the world are designed to fuel your sense of adventure. The game's realistic graphics, dynamic time of day, and weather all contribute to an authentic experience. There are strange relics to find, lots of enemies to defeat, and massive monsters to bring down. The game went into testing in 2021 and has been through various stages of that testing ever since. It was revealed to the world in May 2023. The game is expected to be released sometime in 2024. It will be available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Anatria: The Last Song is an upcoming single-player action RPG game. The game is set in a beautiful sunlit world inspired by Italian folklore. It is being developed and published by Giamma Games. The game revolves around a twisted eternal play called the Canovaccio that keeps the world in an unnatural stasis. You play as the maskless one, the only one without a given role and master of your destiny. Your mission is to defeat the mighty authors that created the Canovaccio and free the world from stagnation. The game allows you to don your fallen foes' masks to take on their roles. Each mask enables new ways to play, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. You can swap between up to 3 customizable loadouts at any time. The game features a unique pool of talents in the Path of Innovators. You can alter reality by channeling the power of Ardor. The game allows you to break an enemy's posture for a devastating attack. The game is expected to be released in spring 2024. It will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios. It is the sequel to the award-winning Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. The game continues the journey of Senua, the protagonist, through the myth and torment of Viking Iceland. Senua is intent on saving those who have fallen victim to the horrors of tyranny. Hellblade 2 is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, promising beautifully realized visuals and encapsulating sound. The game will feature revitalized combat, puzzle, and exploration systems. The game carries over the concepts and gameplay elements of its predecessor, including permadeath, utilizing puzzles and runes to advance, and an examination of Senua's mental state. Hellblade 2 will be available on Xbox Series X, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. It will also be available on Xbox Game Pass on day 1. The game is scheduled to release on May 21, 2024. Star Wars Outlaws is an open-world game set in the Star Wars universe, between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and A Return of the Jedi. You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and a new life, along with her companion Nix. The game allows you to explore distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. In this high-stakes adventure, you can fight, steal, and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates. The game features stealth and open combat, vehicle combat, space combat, and branching dialogue. You can also take on high-risk, high-reward missions from the galaxy's crime syndicates. Your choices influence your ever-changing reputation. The game is set to release in 2024 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Black Myth: Wukong is an upcoming action RPG rooted in Chinese mythology. The game is being developed by Game Science. The story is based on A Journey to the West, one of the 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. You play as the Destined One and venture into challenges and marvels to uncover the obscured truth beneath a glorious legend. The game features a fascinating realm filled with the wonders and discoveries of ancient Chinese mythology. As the Destined One, you shall encounter powerful foes and worthy rivals throughout your journey. The game allows you to master various staff techniques and freely combine different spells, abilities, weapons, and equipment. The game promises to offer a unique blend of environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. The player controls a monkey based on Sun Wukong, referred to in the game as the Destined One. The player also has the ability to transform into a flying insect or a giant monster. The game is set to release on August 20, 2024. It will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed and published by Capcom. It is the sequel to the original Dragon's Dogma released in 2012. The game is set to release on March 22, 2024. In A Dragon's Dogma 2, you will embark on a grand adventure as an Arisen. The game challenges players to choose their own experience from the appearance of their Arisen, their vocation, their party, to how they approach different situations. The game retains the core gameplay of the original, offering a truly immersive fantasy world. It features a mix of magic, melee weapons, and firearms combat. On your journey, you'll be joined by pawns, mysterious otherworldly beings. The game also introduces a host of innovative features, including physics technology, artificial intelligence, and the latest in graphics. All these elements come together to create a truly immersive fantasy world in Dragon's Dogma 2. The Gothic 1 Remake is an upcoming video game that fans are eagerly anticipating. It's a remake of the original Gothic game, which was a cult classic. The game is being developed by Alchimia Interactive, a studio known for its expertise in creating immersive games. The publisher of the game is THQ Nordic, a company with a strong portfolio of successful games. The Gothic 1 Remake is expected to be released in the second half of 2024. However, the exact release date has not been announced yet. The game is set in a dark and brooding world, staying true to the Gothic series roots. It promises to offer a rich and detailed environment for players to explore. The game will feature improved graphics and gameplay mechanics, enhancing the overall experience. It aims to retain the essence of the original game while introducing modern elements. The story of the game revolves around a nameless hero in a medieval fantasy setting. Players will have to navigate through various challenges and quests in this hostile world. The game will offer a non-linear gameplay experience, allowing players to shape their own adventure. It will feature a complex combat system requiring strategic thinking and skill. Silent Hill 2 Remake is a modern reimagining of the original game, developed by Bloober Team. The original Silent Hill 2, released in 2001, was praised for its exploration of psychological horror. The game's endings were determined by many actions, such as how players interacted with specific objects and how often they healed protagonist James Sunderland. The remake has sparked skepticism among the community, with concerns that Bloober Team's previous work was too overt to capture the more subdued, horror elements of Silent Hill 2. Despite this, the remake is highly anticipated, with fans eager to see how it compares to the original. The game reunites players with main protagonist James Sunderland, who receives a mysterious letter from his late wife, Mary. Players must search for clues in the terrifying namesake town, teeming with nightmarish monsters. Towers of Agaspa is an open-world fantasy game developed and published by Dreamlit Incorporated. The game offers a unique blend of RPG, action-adventure, and sandbox elements. In Towers of Agaspa, players are tasked with constructing bustling villages for their growing tribe while nurturing exotic ecosystems of otherworldly plant life. The game encourages creativity, allowing players to develop their fantasy island however they'd like. Players can explore the whimsical land of Agaspa, climb to jaw-dropping vistas, befriend bizarre creatures, and uncover the rich history of the sacred island. They can plan sprawling villages, customize their buildings, and watch their settlements come to life as they're inhabited by members of the Shermu tribe. The game also features a unique ecosystem mechanic. Players can bring life back to a devastated land by nurturing the growth of living, breathing ecosystems composed of fantastical flora and fauna. Towers of Agaspa also offers a social aspect. Players can visit their friends' unique islands to get ideas for how to develop their own, or invite everyone to their island to explore, harvest, or just hang out together.